Hey guys, this is Bear Gaming and welcome back to our channel. For today's video, we are going to have another hero spotlight because since it's a Monday, I noticed that there are no Mystery Hero preview, and it's too obvious because there's a new signature hero that was released last week, which is Momoring. So I'm pretty sure for the next succeeding weeks there's going to be just rebanners or choice fate corre, because you know the pattern when there is a new hero that came. So for the next succeeding weeks there's going to be a bunch of rebanners, and then there's going to be a big update again. So again, the big update just came last week, so as expected, I'm sure that there's going to be a choice fate corre for this week. So, speaking of second generals, I decided not to discuss about the second generals yet here in our hero spotlight videos because they are really new to the game. You know, this is for Vladimir, Honok, Athlon, and the latest one, which is Momoring. So these second generals, they are only four for now, and they are pretty new. They don't have any fate cores yet. So I guess I'll just wait until their fate cores will arrive. And I think I prefer to discuss about heroes that are older here in the game so that we'll be able to discuss a lot of things about them. So for today, we are going to discuss about Rudley. And over here in the journal, we can see Rudley over here.
Just because I'm an instructor doesn't mean I retired from active
Okay,
service.
first let's check his skill kit. For the passive, Unity of Blade and Body grants a barrier equal to 15% of own max health to an ally with the lowest current health besides self upon attacking for 5 turns. So whenever he attacks, he grants a shield or barrier to the ally with the lowest current health. And then, the first skill, Lightning Attack, deals 262% damage to one enemy and 70% chance to afflict target with silence for 5 turns. So he has silence. And then, the second skill, Decisive Strike, deals 375% damage to one enemy and grants increased dodge by 45% to self, and also grants increased attack by 46% to self for 9 turns. So he attacks and then he grants buff to himself. And that's really huge. Imagine that, 45% of dodge and 46% attack. That's for 9 turns. Okay, let's take a closer look. So this is Rudley. He has a samurai. He looks like a large man. This is the default mode, and this is the battle mode. You can clearly see the sword. Ooh. Then, the appearance effect.
Always sharpen your sword and your soul.
Lenombe Royal Guard Captain. And he says, what? Always sharpen your sword. This is the illustration, and then skill preview. That's the normal attack for Rudley. And then, for the first skill,
Did in a flash.
then second skill,
All my soul. Take this.
there are 2 flames. Oh. Those are the skill animation. Now let's check him out further. It says here, Warrior Rudley, male, nation from Lenombe. Okay, so probably when you can see heroes like this, his nation is Lenombe, but you can see he's under Wasted Red. If you're going to check this over here on the left portion of the screen, you can see Wasted Red. So probably, based on my understanding, probably that's the nation where they were born, I guess. birth nation, probably, Lenombe. And you can see Lenombe Royal Guard captain, right? But I don't know how the developers planned this, but he's under wasted red. So hero tier, it's fated grade. Element is nature. He's 43 years old, race human. Position, attack type. Birthday is on January 5th. Okay, let's read his short story. Lenombe Royal Guard Captain. Rudley is the third son of the family, which produced extraordinary knights from generation to generation. Influenced by both the personalities of his father, a blunt and stubborn knight, and his mother, a warm-hearted and tender lady, he grew up to be a blunt yet deeply affectionate person. All the expectations of the family fell on his shoulders since he showed an outstanding talent of swordsmanship in his young days. Thanks to his swordsmanship skills and loyal personality, Rudley was promoted quickly after joining the Royal Guard. Following his father's footsteps, many men respected and followed him because of his outstanding skills and great personality. Then he became the Royal Guard captain at a young age. Rudley, who was even called the best knight in Lenombe, received many offers of marriage even though he is the only third son of the family. However, he refused all offers, stating that protecting the emperor and the nation is the utmost important mission in his life. As such, he became an instructor of King's Guards and showed a great deal of affection to those in King's Guard, as if the members were his own sons. In particular, his art goes out to Baraka, who Rudley had the most conflict with. So, if you happen to do core raids and stuff, you were able to see a story there about Rudley being the teacher of Baraka, and Baraka is his apprentice. And then here, you can see on the lower left portion of the screen there's a button and it's called Fate Link. Actually, I haven't done this much because there's an activity wherein you can do in the world map, or wherein you can see those tiny characters, tiny version of the characters walking around the map or world map, and you can see some other people walking there. So that's the Fate Link. I'm probably going to explain that in a different video. It's somewhat complicated, but it's not. But for Rudley's Fate Link, it's the Master of the Disciple. That's the title, and you can see the image of Baraka over here. So it's like whenever the Master of the Disciple side story is activated in a certain day, you'll be able to see the small version or chibi version of Baraka walking around outside of the world, and that's the time wherein you are going to use Rudley in your team. You have to set it, and that's where you will be able to have a short story or scene between Rudley and Baraka. So that's how it works. Well, I was able to explain a little, but I'm going to show it to you in a separate video. Probably in a Exos Heroes 101, because I haven't done it for quite some time already, right? So over here in the Manage Heroes button,
I am the King's Guard. You won't defeat
I
me
happen
so
to have
easily.
Rudley, but I don't use him yet because I'm not using the Wasted Red Nation heroes. But I'm planning to, because that's the next signature force that I'm building. Garff's nation. Oh, here's Rudley.
Just because I'm an instructor doesn't mean I retired from active service.
Okay. So you can see the 3 buttons or slots just below his image. First one is the Fate Core, and currently I have the Gold Fate Core of Rudley. And if you are going to check the passive, it says here, aside from the buff, there's the special passive for the Fate Core, and it says here, Old Wounds deals extra damage equal to 30% of own current health when attacking an enemy, 1 time per round. Because Rudley is under the Fate Core theme. What's it called? The Past? There's another name for that. Let's check it out. This is the one, Forgotten Memory. So Rudley is under the Forgotten Memory Fate Core theme, or the past Fate Core theme. You can see there are two gold Fate Cores over here, and the first one is Rudley. So he has the gold Fate Core. We're going to check his description. Vagabond swordsman Rudley. Rudley, when he suddenly became a wandering knight and traveled the continent to experience the bigger world. Rudley disguised himself as a man from the east and put on shabby sheet on the side of his to hide his true identity. He often fought off bandits alone and fought in countless wars as a nameless swordsman. Nobody ever knew who he was. So this is Rudley's gold Fate Core costume, and like we discussed a few seconds ago, he has these old wounds, which deals extra damage equals to 30% of own current health when attacking an enemy. So since he's a gold Fate Core, just like Battery, she has these old wounds also. Deals extra damage equal to 30%. So that's the Fate Core team's special passive. And for the gold Fate Core special passive, it says here, Easy Life increases maximum health of allies equipped with past Team Fate Core by 5%. So these heroes over here on the right side will be able to benefit from him, including the gold Fate Core, which is Battery. And then the first and second skill is just the same. Okay, this is what he looks like. He has this very, very baggy pants. This is the default mode, and this is the battle mode. And for his exclusive equipment, you can see on the lower right portion of the screen, the exclusive equipment button. You can see this one, and his sword is green. It's glowing, and there's mist coming from the sword. I don't know, it looks like poison. His sword is kind of poisonous, to be honest. So that's the exclusive equipment, and we are going to check the appearance
Hard work
effect.
I put in now will shape my future.
Vagabond swordsman. You can see there are petals. And for the skill preview, this is the normal attack. You can see petals all over. Ooh. And then,
You will
first
not
skill.
escape me.
For the second
Get
skill,
out of my way.
I think it's quite the same as the Fated version skill animation, but the only difference is I can see there are petals floating whenever he attacks. So this is the gold Fate Core of Rudley, and if you want to know if there are other Fate Cores for him, yes, there are orange Fate Cores. There is one that is free, and for this one in particular, in order for you to get this Midnight Harmony Rudley, you need to purchase and purchase and use blue crystals. Rudley from a parallel world who is enjoying a party. Normally, Rudley wouldn't enjoy going to a party, but considering the occasion, he joined in with a light heart. So this is an orange Fate Core, which means there are no special effects, passives. But let's check out the skill preview. Oh wait. So there's no exclusive equipment for this.
Let's end this commotion.
I guess it's just the same.
They're practically my family.
The only
Oppose
difference
me?
is his outfit
even realizing
and his
that?
look. He really looks so neat. Imagine that. He wears a suit. And there's one also that's free. Yes, this one. So you can see the icon. It's the pants again. So you can see that his pants are normal compared to the original one. For the Gold Fate Core, the pants is so baggy, but for this one it's not. So this is the free orange Fate Core for Rudley, and that's what I'm using currently. Let's go back to the
I am the
Manage Heroes
King's
button.
Guard. You won't defeat
And
me so
where is
easily.
Rudley? Over here.
Just because I'm an instructor doesn't
So
mean
over
I'm
here-
retired from active. I won't be careless.
This is the one for the Gold Fate Core,
Don't worry. I
and
hit
this
you
is
with
the
back
orange
of the
one,
sword.
which has a lesser baggy pants. And again, since this is a orange Fate Core, there are no special passives. Now for the exclusive equipment, we already discussed that. Now for the artifact, since Rudley is a attack type hero, of course we are going to recommend this one, Relentless Determination series, because there will be an 80% chance to counter the attacker when an ally receives damage, one time per 5 turns. And 80% chance because I already promoted this artifact to level 5, and the level is already, 5 times, and then the level is 30. Because originally, if you have the card by default, the level is 0, and you can level it up or enhance it up to 15. But if you promote your cards, the higher it gets, up to a maximum of 5, it reaches level 30. So aside from that, the Relentless Determination series, there are other also that's good for him, which is this one, 75% to increase own damage by 20% upon defeating an enemy. That stacks up to 3 times. Another one is this, 20% chance to reset own turn upon defeating an enemy. So I guess you really need to make him really powerful in order for him to defeat an enemy, and that's where it triggers the reset. And also for this one, Vicious Skill Grievous increases own critical hit rate by 20%, 50% chance to increase own critical damage. This is also good. For this one, decreases attack of target with highest defense. I guess this is also good, but it's not too recommended because you're going to decrease the target's effect. Well, I guess that's okay, but not really. Increases own attack by 20%, 80% chance to grant a barrier equal to 10% of own max health. I think this is also good because if you're going to check his passive, grants a barrier equal to 15% of own max health. So I guess you are, I think you get it, that we need his gears to have a lot of HP aside from effect hit. For this 70% chance to afflict target with silence to work. So I would suggest that for the gears, okay, I think we discussed about the artifacts already. Yep. So for the gears, I equip him currently with dash and sniper set. Well, there's a lot you can mix and match. It's either dash with sniper or probably dash with critical set. We want Rudley to be fast because we want the debuffs to take place, and also this one grants increased dodge to self and also grants increased attack to self. So it's good if we are going to activate this as soon as we can, of course with mana, and it requires about 4 mana. So other equipments would also be good, like critical set with destruction set. We want to increase his critical damage since Rudley is a damage dealer. Also, his effect hit, well, you don't have to mind my stats because currently I'm not using him, but if you ask me, the different choices would be dash set, distraction set, there's also sniper set, probably breaker set as well. Breaker set will increase your attack by 45%. This is a 4-piece gear set, but again, you just have to make up for the four sub what's that, sub stats. Yes, um, you have to put a lot of critical hit rate, critical damage, effect hit, of course, attack speed, because we want him to be speedy, and what else, a lot of HP. Probably you can put here for the main stat. I have here in attack, but if I were to change, this could be effect hit, and over here it could be critical damage, critical hit rate, or HP. And it really depends on the four lines for each substat, for each gears. Because whenever there are missing stats, we always can make up for it for the substat. So let's say you have a lot of critical damage already, so you don't have to put critical damage for the main stat in the gloves, but instead look for something else like HP, because he really needs HP in order for this 15% to be big. Grants a barrier equal to 15% of own max health. Also, let's not forget this one, the debuff. Chance to, I think this is his specialty, because whenever I encounter Rudley in 7 Stunner, I always get silence. Probably my effect resist is not that high, but I can see for my other damage dealers who got attacked by Rudley, they really got silence. So this is important. You need his effect hit to be high. If you have your effect hit at least at 100% based on your substats, well, for here, you can just replace this probably with attack. But if not, you can make up the loss of effect hit over here in the main stat. So I guess that's it for Rudley. Oh, also, Rudley is not a general. Again, he's under Saint West. And don't get confused, his birth nation is probably Lenombe. But he's under Saint West. No, sorry. Wasted Red. Always get confused with that. It's Wasted Red. Sorry. It's not Saint West, but Wasted Red. He's under Garff, actually. So if you have your Garff signature force in a higher level, of course Rudley will be able to benefit from him. And also, in the scout list over here on the first one, you can see the 2 generals. You can just switch this, whoever you need to get. So it's either Garff or Honok. And then you can see the required hero over here. It's Rudley. So in order for you to get Garff or Honok here, you need at least 1 copy of Rudley. So guys, he's not a general, but Garff and Honok is. Again, they are under here I go again with the Saint West. Wasted Red. I think I remember someone corrected me in the comment section in my YouTube channel wherein I said Saint West, wherein I should be saying Wasted Red. Saint West, Wasted Red. I don't know, maybe it's because of waste and wasted. That sounds alike somewhat, I don't know. So again guys, sorry. Rudley is under Wasted Red, and Garff is the general, and also Honok is. So anyway guys, that will be all for today. And there are a lot of events happening in Exos Heroes. So there's Get the Red and also Core Raid, which I haven't done it yet. Probably I'm going to make a video for that tonight, so you better watch out for it. And also there are login rewards, so you better log into the game, participate with the Guild War and stuff. So that will be all for today guys. Please do not forget to subscribe to my Twitch channel and also for my YouTube channel as well, where you can see all of my other Exos Heroes content and other games as well. This is Bear Gaming. Have a nice day everyone.